Hi guys, Spinosaurus Reviews here, and this is actually my first video that is not collector or safari related. So this is the absolutely amazing 1:35 scale Brachiosaurus from the company Haolonggood. So Haolonggood, they're not really a new company, but I would say when it comes to these sauropods, they are fairly new. I think their first sauropods came in 2021, sort of that area, the early 2020s. But 2023 to 2025, they've been cranking them out. We've got 9 so far, I think. I'm only missing 2, which is the Alamosaurus and the Argentinosaurus, which is unfortunately out of production at the moment. Whether they're going to be bringing it back in, I'm not sure, but I've got everything else other than those 2, and I'll probably do reviews on all of them if that's what you guys want. So Haolonggood actually fill a very important hole in the market, which is for large scale sauropods. I mean, Mattel do them for their legacy Jurassic line, but again, they're not scientifically accurate or anything like that. This guy is just immense. There's my hand. Thickness on it and heavy. These are by no means toys. These are not toys, so if you are on the sort of younger side, these are definitely not to be played with. This comes in at just under 2 kilograms, so fairly heavy. And I think the Argentinosaurus is about 4 kilograms. So again, not toys, definitely just high quality display figures. Yeah, and when I say big, there's the 1996 Safari Brachiosaurus next to it. Like, that is insane. So although Haolonggood have filled this hole for large sauropods, the only downside to that is if you don't have the space to store these sort of smaller sauropods are great because you can still have a Brachiosaurus, but you just don't get a measurement of the sort of true size, you know, because although, yeah, very easy to store this one, this just shows how big it really would have been. This is only 1:35 scale, and it's massive. It's about 2 feet long by about 40 centimeters from here to the top of the head. So huge. I've got to come right back to get this in. But yeah, absolutely amazing figure. There are 3 variants. There's the burnt orange, which is what I have here. There's a blue, and then a sort of blue-grey. And all of them come with a free Haolonggosaurus, which I will show probably in a separate review on its own. But it's the same with the Argentinosaurus as well. It comes with a Haolonggosaurus thrown in there. So we'll just get into it. Starting off with the head sculpt, which is an absolutely stunning head sculpt. A lot of people have complained about the sculpted teeth, making it think it looks a bit goofy. I honestly love it. I don't have a problem with the way they've done the teeth at all. Sorry, it's so big you get in the rest of the bedroom. But I have no problem with the way the teeth are sculpted. And you've also got the beak. Very visible there. Really nice nostrils. Ear detail in there. Eye done in yellow, sort of like a liquid yellow with a black pupil. No sort of pelican throat. And then some scoots at the top of the head. They do not continue anywhere else in the body, just these few neural spines at the top. And then a super long neck, which this Macronarian sauropod would have definitely had, into the really tall forearms and the shorter hind limbs. Really nice detail, such fine scalation as well. You can see the sort of folds in the skin as the body's reacting to it being moved. Folds in the neck there. Sort of really big gut, as this would have been used for industrial scale fermentation for digesting its food. Into the legs, super accurate. Feet, we have no sort of toe detail, they're all scaled over with just a thumb claw showing, which is how it should be. Really nice. And then on the hind legs, you got the last toe scaled over with the first three showing. Super nice. It's really difficult to film this because it's such a large model. Going into the sort of tail area where we have a change in colour, it goes to a sort of turquoise into the tail, which I really like, from this sort of burnt orange that you see here. You see the sort of light tan mixed in with the banding into the burnt orange. And again, I think this is some people's least favourite paint variant of this model, but to be honest, I was going to go for the blue, and then I just thought this is such a unique colour scheme that I went with this one. No trademarking on these figures. If you look at them from underneath, there's no trademark. Well, there's some on the foot, but it literally just says Haolonggood. There's no Brachiosaurus or anything like that. We do have a cloaca. Whether that's supposed to be a cloaca, I don't know, but there is. It's where a cloaca would be, but whether that's what that's supposed to be, I don't know. Like I said, this fills a gap in the large sauropod market. I mean, Collector tried with their 1:100 scale deluxe figures, which scaled them up a little bit, but again, still nothing compared to these 1:35 scale sauropods from Haolonggood. The Argentinosaurus, I think, is the only one that is bigger than this. I think the Alamosaurus might be around the same size. As I said, they're the only two figures I'm missing from this range. But yeah, absolutely amazing models. Definitely worth a pickup. They are expensive, but again, they're not toys, so you're not going to be buying this for a kid. If you are, then that's a very lucky kid, but these are not toys. They're not something that's even easy to play with. They're not easy to display on a shelf. You need a lot of space. I'm actually lacking the space at the moment, so I'm actually storing these in the boxes for now till my new shelving unit comes, because they don't fit on my main dinosaur display there. But yeah, absolutely stunning models. I got this from Everything Dinosaur as well as all the others. I'll leave a link to it in the description where you can pick yours up. They do ship worldwide, but I would just double check that they ship to your area, because I know with all the new sort of like tariffs and stuff, I think they're halting shipping to the US. I think, don't quote me on that, they might not be, but just double check before placing an order that they actually are shipping to where you are at this moment in time. I'm okay because I'm in the UK and it's a UK based company, but they haven't got many of these left, so definitely pick them up now while you can. Yeah, that was my review on the Haolonggood Brachiosaurus. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Bye.